I'm a fourth generation farmer, and our dairy farm started in the 1930s with my great-grandfather, and it has evolved through the years. I farm with my dad, my uncle, and my cousin. And today, our farming operation, we farm about 4,000 acres. We milk 1,400 cows. We have a beef cow operation, row crop operation. We grow corn, mainly for corn silage. We grow wheat, barley, and rye, and that is used for feed for the cows along with the corn silage. We also plant some soybeans, and it's just used as a cash crop. Well, we flush our barns, and we try to use recycled water as much as we can. And we recycle the water, we flush. When the cows leave the barn to go milk, we have the guys flush the barn. It goes into a pit, goes through an actual separator from that pit, and then into the lagoon. So that's how we handle manure here. Well, I think MTM plays a role in two ways for us that we've seen. As we expanded our herd, our lagoon, we started getting a crust on the top of manure on the top of our lagoon. So with the MTM, we've seen by applying the MTM to the lagoon, it's been able to break up those solids and make it easier for our pumps to pump the lagoon water back through our system to reflush, so we could our recycled water to flush these barns. Also in the summer, we like to irrigate our corn out of our lagoon. It's made it a whole lot easier with the MTM breaking up the solids in the lagoon, so we have we have more water that we can pump out. The MTM helps liquefy everything. That was the other thing. It has reduced the odor. It helps us from an employee standpoint. When the employees flush, we don't have that ammonia smell. As far as animal health, we feel like it helps the cows because you don't have that smell going through the barn. Also, we try to be good neighbors, and a lot of the neighbors, used to smell when we could flush, and you could smell it out on the highway and by some houses, and now we don't have that with the MTM. So the neighbors are a lot happier, and they don't really know. I've actually had one to ask me, what have we done different? So the MTM's making some difference with the ammonia smell. And the same thing with pumping. When we irrigate our corn, it also helps with the smell from that too. Well, we usually, during the summer months and the spring months, we usually irrigate just based on the rainfall. If we're not getting a lot of rain, we'll irrigate our corn and try to get as much water as we can on the corn. The only other time that we may irrigate is if we have some rain, and after that rain and the land dries up and we see our fill level lagoon starting to rise, we may pump some then just to keep our lagoon levels down. But so the MTM has helped us be able to take out some of those solids in the lagoon so we don't have to pump as much. We do some agitation, and we have seen that with the MTM breaking it up, we don't have to agitate as much. I would probably say the same thing a lot of farms that are using the MTM would say. It's just, the smell from the, irrigating the lagoon or flushing the barn from the neighborhood. I mean, the MTM has helped with that. Just from an environmental standpoint, in South Carolina, we're regulated like every other state and every other dairy farm, so we want to be very careful and make sure we take good care of the environment, and we feel like MTM is helping us to do that.